Welcome back to Adams Field, where the Warriors open the season with a 31-0 shutout victory over the Walsh Cavaliers. Joe Abramson along with Kevin Breckmacher. And Kevin, it wasn't pretty early, but beautiful thing at the end.
Yeah, it got really pretty there in the fourth quarter for Wayne State, especially on the offensive end when they got their offensive line really working. James Hill had a great second half. Moffitt with a great second half. But give a shout-out to the defense. We mentioned it a few times. You heard Tony ask Coach Winters' first shutout in almost 7 years. This defense came into this year very unheralded. I think they're going to get some looks after tonight.
I think they are, and the special teams will as well. They made some big plays in the first half. Special teams set up the first points of the season for the Warriors. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
Yeah, not a lot of highlights in that first half, for either team really, but it started out with that block punt from Wayne State. You see it right here, and that was a good way to start the game. Toth getting in there, getting his hand up there to block that punt. It led to a Wayne State field goal, and the Warriors took a quick 3-0 lead.
Yeah, Shane Hines, first day as a Warrior. Not first game as a Warrior, first day as a Warrior with the field goal, making it 3-0. And then the Warriors went deep to Darius Roberson, Dakota Cup, 62 yards.
His best pass of the day by far. And again, Roberson outrunning the defense for about the third time in that half. They finally connected against the wind instead of going with the wind. He laid it in there nicely, and Roberson with a long touchdown catch to make it 10-0 Wayne State.
10-0 at halftime, but let's face it, we were all concerned. Things weren't really happening, and even early in the third quarter they weren't happening. And then all of a sudden, somebody named James Hill showed up.
Yeah, he definitely showed up in a big way, and there he is right here. And this was the start of the good things to come, hurdling the defenders, taking up the middle. He ran well left. He ran well right. He ran well up the middle. He showed some power. He showed some finesse. He showed some nimbleness, if I can use that word right here.
I would have used that word, and I'll tell you what, he set up the touchdown for Deontay Moffitt. Moffitt finishes the game with 50 yards rushing, Hill with 88. Moffitt had 2 touchdowns, one of them right there. Hill had 1 touchdown. The Warriors just came up huge at the end of the game. And let's give credit up front. Israel Helms, Tommy Richardson, as you see Samson Ty with that interception that helped close things out late in the game. Charlie Younger, Lane Potter, Justin Tockstein, Adam McJunkin, Pelham, Glenn. You see James Hill getting his touchdown right here. The Warriors kept things going.
Yeah, Hill, again, that's his lone touchdown of the night. He set up 2 touchdowns and scored 1 of his own. And, Wayne State just dominated running the football in that second half. Here's Moffitt's second touchdown as he bounced it outside, and there was nothing between him and the end zone. Almost let go of that ball a little too early there, Mr. Moffitt.
He also picks it up, too. I think he realized he might have, because he went and got it. Take a look. He did fumble it. And right here, touchdown. That's when it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
And, let's give credit to the fullback, number 34, Steven Sharon, because he didn't touch the ball, but he was opening holes for both those guys and for Demetrius Stinson. Hey, you know what? Demetrius Stinson had 81 yards. He averaged 5.8 yards per carry, and he's the afterthought.
Very big afterthought in this game. Look at the statistics right here. The thing that jumps out at me, not just the domination on total yards, 343 to 141. How about for the first game of the year, Wayne State had no penalties?
No penalties, and I love the 18 first downs. The third down conversion's not great, but much better in the second half. And here's the big one, time of possession. In the first half, Walsh, 1943 to 10-17 for the Warriors. In the second half, Walsh had it for 12:44. The Warriors had it for 17-16. Why? Ran the ball. They ran it, and they couldn't be stopped. We talked about it on that one drive. Keep doing this till they stop it. Well, you know what? They kept doing it, and they never stopped it.
No, and it was an offensive line taking over, the running backs taking over. And I mentioned it a few times throughout the telecast in that fourth quarter, the defense was wearing down for Walsh. That's why you saw a lot of the big holes. It wasn't just the running backs. It wasn't just Hill and Moffitt. It wasn't just the offensive line. It was Walsh was getting tired, and the time of possession shows that story.
Absolutely, and it's early in the season. They're going to play tougher opponents, so we don't want to get too excited about this and say, oh, we found a new identity for this Warrior football team. Hey, Darius Roberson, Deontay Nicholas, Corey Esther, these guys are going to have to catch the ball and do other things, and the quarterbacks are going to have to come through. But I'll tell you something, they just served notice that on the ground, they're a team to be reckoned with.
Oh, absolutely. And I think they can take that confidence in the second half offensively and carry that into the game against UIndy next Saturday night, a top 15 team at the moment. They're playing Grand Valley right now. We'll see how that game kind of shakes out. But definitely the toughest non-conference game for Wayne State this year will be next week down in Indiana, in Indianapolis, and we'll see if they can get the passing game going a little bit. Who's going to be the quarterback? We'll see. I don't know. But
that's your job to find out.
Well, I'll try to find that out after the game and let you know. But it's going to be interesting to see what Wayne State can do because they can't just run the ball against UIndy. They got to throw a little bit too. But I think Paul Winters and the rest of his staff have to be happy with the way the defense played, and that's going to give them some confidence going into next week, because they didn't stop UIndy very well last year at all. If they can get a few stops on the road next week, got a chance to win the game.
Going to be interesting. And hey, for us, 1 down, 5 more to go. You've got a lot more Wayne State football to watch this season right here on CN 900. For Kevin Breckmacher, for Tony Ortiz, for our director, Mike Johnson, and for all of the hardworking crew right here at CN 900, thanks for looking in. Once again, the final score, the Wayne State Warriors 31, the Walsh Cavaliers nothing. We'll see you next time right here on CN 900.